So here we are, and we're with a Dodge Viper. Can you believe that? Look at this, absolutely amazing. And I'm with Mark Kidman. Mark,
nice to meet you, Andy.
Lovely to meet you, mate. Mark, what's your involvement with this car?
Right, well, this is my own personal car. I've got to say, I bought this over from Sacramento, Northern California. Bought it over in 2008. So I've had it I'm the third owner of it. For my sins, I'm also the UK president of the Dodge Viper Owners Club, which is known as the VOA, Viper Owners Association.
Fantastic. And I mean, you've been involved in this for many years, or is it?
Many years ago, a friend of mine, he had a Porsche GT, and he was looking to. He said, "Always fancy something American."
Yeah.
So I scared high and low, and I found him a RT10 converter, which was the original Gen 1's RT10 Rally Tourer road and track soft top. So anyway, we got that 2001. We took that down to Le Mans. Really great car, 400 brake horsepower, and so driving it down there at Le Mans was absolutely fantastic. And it was a few more years where I had to save some money,
right.
And then eventually I managed to get hold of a GTS, which is what I wanted. GTS Grand Touring Sport Dodge Viper.
What a car!
So,
I mean, this is in its race guise, isn't it?
Yeah, this is in the race car. So this is a replica of the Oreca cars, and this is actually not from the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This is from the American Le Mans series.
Yeah, I know.
Now they raced cars at Le Mans, but the cars that raced at Le Mans were numbers 51, 52, and 53. When racing in the American Le Mans series, they ran in and under the numbers 91, 92 and 93. So here we are. So there's one UK member that's got a replica of the 91 Oreca car. So I thought, well, he's done 91, so I'll do 92.
You'll do 92.
So that's where we're at. And now we've also got another French member that's done the 93 car as well. So it would be really nice for all three of us to get together at some point for a photo shoot.
So, do you actually race the car?
Racing as such, I would say, I've done charity track days in the past. So, if I'm honest with you, we do lots of things for, say, like the wounded troops, Help for Heroes. We used to go up to RAF Headley Court. We used to take the troops out on local roads around there.
In this?
This is a road car, believe it or not, but in race livery. So literally over the years I've added the side splitters, the rear wing, the rear diffusers, the roll cage, the carbon fibre, various bits and pieces on it.
Spent a lot of money on this, Mark, haven't you?
Spent a few bob, yeah. I've got a few sets of wheels, tyres and everything else for it as well in different guises.
I just love the whole aspect of this. You said I know you mentioned just very quickly previously, you've done a hill climb in this?
Yep, I've done the Gurston downhill climb and sheer hill climb as well down near Guildford in Surrey. Again, they're just fun days, but the nice thing about hill climbs is that you're racing then against the clock and yourself, and
not
obviously you're not going into a corner side by side with another car, so that makes it great fun.
What is it like to drive? I mean, is it back end?
Yeah, well, you imagine going back to the days of Mark II full Capri.
Oh yeah, that's my old car.
Right, okay, so
I just nailed my ultimate car.
My first car was a full Capri. I've always loved a long bonnet, the fastback, and I'll tell you what, very, very similar thing in handling also. So no ABS.
Oh my God.
No traction control.
Please tell me you got power steering.
Yeah, you've got power steering.
Yeah.
But basically, like the old days of Bodie and Dor, if you want to put the car into a roundabout, you want a little bit of sideways. You can do that with these.
Wow.
And believe it or not, it is forgiving. The downside of these is the rear wheels, 13J wide.
Oh my God.
Big. So purely on physics, to dissipate water when it's wet, very difficult. So in the rain, great respect, and the car is twitchy.
Twitchy.
That's the best way to describe that.
I think my backside would be very twitchy in this.
This model here, this is actually a 2000 model. Right. So this one is I say this is the last ones of pre-ABS.
Yeah.
2001, 2002, they brought in ABS.
Okay.
But this is your all original, say 8 litre V10.
I was about to say, what's it? 8 litre.
8 litre V10. Now a lot of people don't realise it with
I
these.
never realised
How the whole concept of the car came about. If we go right the way back originally to say 1989, when Chrysler were thinking of developing this, they wanted to go the whole ethos of going back to a car where it was like the old days of the Cobra.
Yeah.
So you had no ABS, no traction control. You didn't even have door handles originally on the outside of the car. It was a case of you put your hand in, you unzipped a window, and you put your hand into the door handle on the inside. And it was meant as a driver's car. And that's exactly where they ended up with this. Now they had the shape of the car, but they were then umming and ahhing about what engine to put into it.
That's
Now,
going to be difficult.
Jeremy Clarkson's got a lot to answer for, because you always hear these stories of they took an 8 litre truck engine and they threw it in a Viper. Sadly, actually, not true. So I'm now, at the time, way back in 1989, Chrysler owned Lamborghini.
Okay.
So they were umming and ahhing about what engine to put in the Viper. They already had the body shape for it, but Chrysler themselves didn't have enough experience of all aluminium engines and designing internal water jackets. So they went to Lamborghini, and Lamborghini said, well, what we will do is we will design you a brand new all aluminium V10 engine, but with lots of low down torque, the same bore and stroke as the truck engine.
So we're saying this was designed by Lamborghini?
100%.
No.
100%. So let me take you around here to the bonnet. I'll open up the bonnet and you can see what the boys at Chrysler have done.
Come and have a look at this.
So we'll lift it up from around here. So you
can go this way. We're all connected up by wires at the moment. Oh my God. Right, I'm going to come around this side.
So this is...
Oh, serious?
Yeah, a Gen 2 Viper, 450 brake horsepower, all aluminium V10 engine designed by Lamborghini.
That is something else, Mark. My God.
It then goes on to be a little bit better, because not only have you got an Italian connection, you've also got a British connection, because once the car went into production, all the cylinder heads and the casting of the engine blocks was all done in Birmingham in England. And then from there, it then all went over to the Connor Avenue assembly plant for final machining and assembly.
So I hate to say this, the only thing American about this really is the bodywork.
Yep, that's right.
The rest of it, well, the running gear. What's the
exactly. Now the running gear, again, is Chrysler, and what's actually another little interesting fact, on the Gen 4 Vipers, now this is the Gen 2,
right,
but the actual Gen 4 Vipers, and talk about various industry platform sharing, it's actually the same suspension setup as this Mercedes SLS. And it's shared, and Chrysler shared that. Chrysler and Mercedes,
really,
they end up sharing the same platforms.
I never knew any of this. It's just surprising when you actually meet someone who not only just loves this, but you study this. You know exactly how it's made, how it's put together.
And another interesting fact as well is, for example, although you have the Gen 2 engine here, now Chrysler actually sold these engines as well to other manufacturers. Now if you was to go over there and look at the Bristol Beaufighter and lift up the bonnet there, you'll find exactly the same engine underneath the bonnet there.
So again, I would never have even thought.
The only difference will be it will say Bristol on the rocker boxes as opposed to Viper.
Wow, what a car. It's been absolutely amazing. Mark Kidman, thank you so much for spending a bit of time telling us a bit about this beautiful, beautiful car.
And I'm hoping you're all enjoying your day at the London Classic Car Show.
We are. Thanks, Mark.